Miss For, and today we're going to be putting on some new to me makeup. It's a gloriously sunny day today, which is nice because we've had a lot of rain in LA as of late, which is great. I'm rhyming and I didn't even know it. I'm a poet and I didn't even realize it. So anyway, I've been up a while. I've had lots of coffee, so I'm probably coming across as like but we're gonna try and calm it a little down. Getting ready for going back to work after a lovely little MLK holiday. It was lovely. Just a short mini break. So anyway, we're gonna get started putting on some makeup. I'm gonna start out with I've got skincare on, but I didn't put my sunscreen on. I've been using the Summer Fridays sunscreen, but I'm gonna be putting on this is Sheer Skin Tint, and we are in shade 3. I had meant to pick this up during the Sephora sale, and I just had not. I didn't pull the trigger on that one because there was other things that I was wanting to get, and I'm like, well, I have a lot of foundation and the tinted moisturizers and those sorts of things, and then I really started being bothered more by the fragrance of my Dior, so I was just really looking for replacement for the backstage, and I probably will still pick up another foundation. I'm trying other ones. I've been getting little sample cards through Sephora generally of different ones I've tried out. I have Merit to try out next. I got a card for that, but I tried the Tom Ford. I actually liked the feel of that. I didn't mind the fragrance. It was more of an herbally fragrance, and I didn't mind that. I wasn't quite sure that I was in love with the way that it looked, but it wasn't bad. It was pretty good, so I might go back and revisit that. But there's all sorts of other things. I've been intrigued about the new reformulation of the YSL All Hours, although that also has fragrance. So really what I need to do is to be able to go into store and just smell it. It's gonna be really odd, salesperson. Can I help you? Yes, I'd like to smell your foundation. But anyway, it's the way I live. All right, so we've got our skin tint on. I've been wearing this the last couple of days with my sunscreen, and I've been pretty happy with it. So now we're gonna see how it goes with just my skincare, and my skincare has been on a while. Okay, there we go. And I'm getting where, I don't know, I'm definitely a different color than my neck. I've been wearing a lot of higher like sweaters or shirts, so it's not been such a big deal, but like today I'm wearing this, so I don't know if the color, I mean, it's a skin tint, so hopefully we're not too far off. The next shade up was just a little slightly different tone, and the next shade down too, so it wasn't really, but I'm getting a decent amount of coverage with this though, oddly enough. All right, so this actually sets down pretty good. It could use a light powder, but we're gonna forego that for the moment. All right then. So for bronzer, I'm just gonna use my Ofra River. This is the one from Samantha March, that collaboration. So I'm gonna go in with the matte. Just give me some color. So hopefully in the next little bit, I'll be spending some more time outside. We'll be getting some more actual color. And that may or may not affect the foundations that I have. Like a lot of them can be zhuzhed a little bit with like some bronzer or something like that. Now the next thing I'm going to use I got through my Ipsy bag, and it's Kaleido, not Kaleidos, Kaleido. This is a skin Illuminate, and it's the shimmery blush sort of, and then a semi sheeny, and then more of a matte. So I'm going to swatch these guys and see what we're working with. Okay, so we go from matte to a little bit of sheen to shimmery. So we're gonna go with the matte because I have the highlighter from Rare Beauty that we're gonna be looking at. So let's go in with the matte. That's applying nicely. This is the first impression of this blush. No real fragrance. I've been testing everything. I've been smelling everything. Excuse me. All right, so that went on pretty well. So far, so good. We'll probably try out that middle one, with a little bit of sheen, a little bit lighter. I'm not sure that I'll wear that bottom one that's the more sparkly and more orange and pigmented. That may be a bit much, but there again, with a light hand, I might be able to make that work. All right, so highlighter. This is the Rare Beauty Mesmerize. Now, I had ordered this from the Rare Beauty website, and it came just pulverized. But as I was kind of trying to corral it back, I noticed it's just really beautiful. So I ended up getting it sent same day delivery from Sephora. That way there was less of a chance of things needing to get shipped again. Rare Beauty was lovely, refunded my money. And so they would have replaced the product, but they were out of stock by the time again. Now this is, the Mesmerize is lovely. Let me swatch that. Now, James Welch did a little scientific work that in white light, this just looks like a sheer sort of a luminous item, and in yellow light you can see particulate sparkles. So, which makes sense. Like, I had an It Cosmetics powder that was an illuminating powder, and it looked so good inside. And then when I went out into sunlight, it was a glitter bomb. So I think that's, you know, to know your products, because if you're not going out in the sunlight, that can be just, you know, things can be just gorgeous. I feel like this also, you know, it's not a huge particulate sparkle. But I, oddly enough, found the one size, the Fantasia highlighter, has sparkles in it, and I love it. I just love the way that it makes my skin look. So getting lots of great glow on this. I'll be beaming. I probably have a couple of Zoom meetings today, so it won't hurt to kind of blind them with my, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, highlight. Okay, so that's the highlighter. I think you can go pretty light on this. I'm gonna do just a little bit of this on my brow bone. Okay, so we are giving a try. This is a new to me product. This is the Winky Luxe. This came from my Ipsy also. The Kaleido blush came from Ipsy, and the Winky Luxe I got as an add-on. This is the Latte Kitten palette, and it is totes adorbs. But anyway, it smells like coffee, and it's got all these cute shade names. You've got like the honey lavender, hazelnut, chai, nutmeg, hibiscus, cinnamon, brulee, sugar crystals, and frothy. So we're gonna go in, since we're kind of going this way, so it has more of like the purple items, and then this is more of the rusty colors. I'm going to be going in more with this line, and then this is just your neutrals. So I'm going to go in with the more rusty colors. Doesn't quite match with my more cranberry top, but we're gonna give it a go. So we're going in first with cinnamon. Well, no, I take that back. Let's go in with brulee. Do a little, my fluffy brush. But I love this because it's got the little kittens in the coffee cups. So cute. And I've been missing my Too Faced, my pumpkin spice latte palette aged out, and so I had to declutter it, and so I've been missing that as that kind of like a little kitschy, little fun, kind of nice smelling. So in steps Winky Lux, and we'll see how she wears. This is my first Winky Lux eyeshadow. I had a cream highlighter from them that I really loved. Now I'm gonna go into cinnamon. I'm gonna get a different brush and go into cinnamon. So this is all new. I almost bit on the blush that looks like a rose, but I did not. So in sadness. But I thought it was very pretty, but it was probably gonna be something that I wasn't really gonna use. So I didn't pick that up. Now the only thing, this doesn't have a deep brown in it. So you would have to pull in like an eyeliner or a different palette to deepen it up. It's a fairly dry formulation feeling. And really, the star of the show for me today is going to be my lip color. And I may end up changing my sweater to be more in tune, because I think probably my lip color is also going to be more in the rusty color. I got the Charlotte Tilbury Lunar New Year. Okay, so the hazelnut is going to be the sparkly shade, and we're going to just use our finger for that. Have to get back in the mindset of work after being off. I've almost finished my bathroom project for decluttering that started over the new year. We got into a kitchen project, which kind of derailed things for a wee bit, but we're almost finished with the kitchen project, and that's, you may have noticed that I've been gone recently. Okay, I'm gonna go into Frothy for my inner color. My highlighty. But the house projects have kind of taken over my world. So okay, so what I want to do is I think that's all right. We're gonna blend a little bit more with we're gonna bring in the bronzer. Words are good. Okay, so what I want to do is take my brush again and go into the matte shade again of the bronzer. Yeah, and that's the only thing I do miss, having that the deeper brown in the palette. Okay, And then what I want to do is actually I'm going to take the shimmer side of the bronzer, and I'm going to pop that here. Just kind of cooling down the look just a little bit, because this is, I'll show you the bronzer again in a second. Okay, so that's River. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the mascara. This was the Rare Beauty mascara. Again, a little sample size of it that came, like I said, with the palette. It's a palette of eyeshadow with them. Didn't love it as much, but we're just, since I have this, we're gonna be using it and trying to use it up. Now theoretically, since we don't have any eyeliner with this, we're gonna hopefully really see our lashes. And this is a very separate-y sort of mascara. It's not necessarily doing a lot of volumizing, but definitely separating. And the only problem with samples, of course, is the fact that it's a little harder to deal with because you're looking at a very shortened wand. Okay, so I feel like this is not my favorite mascara, and if you've watched me for a minute, you know, like, I just have not really been loving a lot of other mascaras. So there's that. All right, let's try and oh, am I glowy? Go in for the lipstick. Now this is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Lunar New Year this year. I love the packaging. I almost got the airbrush powder just because of the packaging, and I might still, because I really do love this. This is beautiful. And we're looking at and that's in swatches. And what is this actually called? Blossom, and it's the Matte Revolution, so it's Blossom Red. Apropos. Okay, so we're just gonna apply it sans lip liner because we just want to see what the color is looking like. Goes on nice and creamy, that feeling. Sets down matte, but not flat matte, and not dry looking matte. So I feel like I did a good job color matching some of my makeup, but it does not at all go with my outfit, really, the red. But with this, it doesn't come with a specific lip liner. Charlotte doesn't, but I feel like a lot of your lip liners that you already have could work with this color. The packaging is lovely, and the application is easy, and the lip formula. It's probably not as dry feeling as some of her other Matte Revolution. Like, there seems to be a little bit of like a formulation difference between that and like something that falls between the matte and the kissing. that's kind of, it's Matte Revolution is what they've named it in that, but it's a little less matte than some of the other items of that. So that's very exciting. Okay, so let me take down my hair, put on my glasses, and have some final thoughts, and then get ready for work. All right, here we are. Okay, so I am glowy. Like, that highlighter is super glowy. My lips are the focus of this, so like, it's possible that, you know, were I doing this and not having such a lip focus, that I would definitely want to come in with a deeper shade, either in an eyeliner or taking another deep brown from a different palette to give my eyes more definition, because the Winky Luxe palette is just very light. There's not really a deep shade in there. It's very pretty. I love the packaging. I think probably the packaging is the main draw for that palette. I'm excited to play with this a little bit more, see, you know, how I can customize it if I want a little lighter. I think probably I would keep it more up here because it's so beaming if I'm putting it on full focus that like you really see my cheeks there. And like I said, I'm in full natural bright sunlight. So that's what we're looking at. I really am loving this lipstick. Again, I'm thinking about picking up the powder with the packaging. I'm gonna have to play more with the Kaleido, the Skin Illuminate, the blush. I think probably I can get good use out of at least 2 of the 3 shades, maybe. It went on fairly well. We'll have to see how it wears during the day. The Ofra River Bronzer Duo, lovely. Use that a lot. The Rare Beauty mascara, not my favorite. You know, if you want something that's defining and you don't care about the building or the volumizing, this is fine. But really, star of the show, and I knew it would be, it's the lipstick. So anyway, we're ready for work. Hope everybody is doing well and ready to hit this new year, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.